we are live. Welcome, everyone, to Undesirables episode 15, I guess. Wow, right off the bat. I hope YouTube counts the pre-roll as part of the show because you're not supposed to swear within the first 30 Is it 30 seconds or a minute and a half? I don't know. Fuck shit and monkey tits. Yeah. God damn it. I'll change it up. Oh, son of a bitch. Wait, I know why. Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Full of fucking haste to go live.
All right, I think we're good. Unmute everyone. No, it's just the me show. You guys are here as my audience. Welcome, everyone. We have done a show today because it's summer and it's hot, and I'm pretty sure no one wants to move right now.
Really?
It's actually not too bad here today. It's only 23, and it's rainy. But we are dealing currently with the smoke from Canadian wildfires.
Fair enough.
Oh.
So it's like hazy. Yeah, I don't know. You guys don't have to deal with that. You guys just have your one big country. So if it's wildfires, it's going to be.
Hey, we had wildfires last year.
Yeah, we did.
We have them every single year in California because God is smiting it.
No, it's just because you got a bunch of dickheads that go out there and light fires.
Smite me!
Yeah, and Smokey the Bear
smiter.
is not doing his job, obviously. Smokey needs to get out there a little bit more. Smokey died in a wildfire, ironically.
There goes Puddle again. Sorry, eh?
Worst thing about Canada? Canadians. Oh, we did Jackbox games last night on the channel on Twitch, and oh my god, it was fun.
I haven't played those for ages.
No.
I told Em about it before. I've been playing for ages. You used to play them all the time.
I'm gonna be doing it. I think I'm gonna do it every Saturday because I have all the packs and everything, and as long as we can get people together, then I think it'll be good. But yeah, I need to, just logging back into this account after working so incredibly hard on my Twitch overlay and channel and everything. I'm just like, wow, I really neglected this stream. It's still, it's basic at the end of the day. That's what I want. Basic. Easy to set up, easy to just go in and stream. I didn't even mention the fact that we have G on. Hi, G. Sorry, dude.
Hi.
Look, it's just, I feel so natural just hanging out with G at this point now because he's always in Discord, he's always on Twitch, he's always in everyone's streams and everything. It's just like G is always around you with his sweet, sweet, creamy audio.
I was worried about how can you say someone's always around someone, then proceed to mention creamy.
With G's sweet cream. He even broke out the
Hey, baby.
the 55 mic today. Woo! Look at that baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't see many of them.
Custom
edition.
I just want him to sing me like you ain't nothing but a hound dog.
No.
No? Okay. That's the metal version, I know. You gotta sing some metal vocals.
I wish I could.
Yeah.
Neighbors would complain
Yeah.
profusely.
All right. Shout outs. Rapid fire shout outs. Here we go. CC Coils, first one in. Sponsor the
His
show.
voice is lower than a snake's belly. Like
His things are up there. CC Coils, get your coils. Who needs underpants for 25% off coils? Go get them. Get them now. Dire Thing, how we doing? Liz Koval K, hi Liz. We've got Andy Summerfield. Granddad, how we doing? G is in chat as well. Puddle Jumper 84 with the, I don't even want to know what those emotes mean, but okay. We've got Vapor Bunny. We've got Shrek. Shrek has downed about 4 gallons of beer by now, I'm sure. We've got the lovely sponsor, Jane Todd from Shy Tots. Get yourself some Shy Tots e-liquid. Award-winning, multi-award-winning e-liquid. Amazing, amazing stuff. Pop that cherry and also the key lime pie, the 2 winners. Make sure you guys go pick those up. And you could use the code What's Your Favorite Cheese for 20% off everything except for the Misfits line because that goes to charity. We have let's see, who else do we have? Kaz, how we doing, Kaz? We've got
Uh-oh.
whoa. Paul Doling, how we doing,
Nothing.
Paul?
I was on fucking
What chat?
I am 100% not on Twitch chat.
Yeah, okay. We've got Emily K. Emily was in last night. We were having a good old time on Jackbox. Who else do we have here? Anyone else I should mention? Lisa's here. Oh, my chat just did the thing. Lisa's here. We've got Lee as well. Lee and Lisa were there. They were having fun. And I think that's us caught up, right? I think so. Yeah, looks like that's the case. Anyways, how you guys doing? How's everyone doing? Is it hot enough for you? Are you staying inside? Are you doing activities? We've been off for a few weeks. I need some updates from everyone here. And
So much room for activities.
So much room. Have you guys been doing anything summer related?
Yes.
Mike, riding a motorcycle is summer related, okay? It is. Because you can't do it in the winter, or you probably shouldn't do it in the winter.
No, I'm past that stage.
Fair enough. Anyone else? Summer activities? Sean, you look a little bit pink today.
Yeah.
Just ever so slightly.
I'll just
Shows
show you
your
on my leg.
kneecaps.
Just the kneecap. Ooh, it looked like someone just slapped
my
the
thighs
shit.
and call me Zoidberg.
It's bad. It's so bad.
Oh no.
Honestly, it is stinging.
Okay.
I actually, to be fair, Shrek, I do look like a tomato, but I've sorted it out with my camera tuning. And I'm fucking
Adjust
genuinely
the white
burned to death.
balance.
I'm genuinely burnt to death. Like, I'm not joking. Worse than I was when I was on here and doing that tomato stream.
No, he doesn't.
Like, it is bad. The weird thing is, right? I don't know if anyone's had this problem before, right? I've had Liz at me saying you should have put sun cream on, right? Now, has anyone ever been somewhere like camping or sitting out in the garden or whatever, and it's been quite windy and started off cloudy and then gradually the sun's got out, but it's still being windy and keeping you cool? You don't notice yourself burning. That is exactly what
Sean.
happened yesterday when I was sat at the festival.
Sean.
So I am not taking the blame for it from no one.
No. That's not how the sun works, Sean. The sun is ever present. During daylight hours, there is the sun. It's above clouds, maybe, but the UV rays, which the ones we can't see, come down and burn our skin to a crispy, crispy texture.
Yeah, but you can't see them. So how can you blame me?
Because you've done this time and time again, and you should know better.
Ninja rays. That's what they should be called. Ninja rays. Stealthy as fuck.
Stealthy as fuck. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Yes, they are, in fact, stealthy.
I did that the other day. Well, a couple of weeks ago, didn't I?
Emily-
I was out in the sun all day.
Oh my god, what? It's Bono.
You had a bit of fucking wind chill, so you couldn't feel the fucking sunburn in you, and I was fucking pink as fuck when I got back. That's really bad. You're like, yeah, it's all right. It's a bit warm. Good job there's a nice breeze to take the edge off it, and then you get home, you're like, in the shower.
Is it Bono or is it Bonner?
No, they're just my gaming glasses to stop the blue light. I can't deal with the fucking blue light anymore. I get dry eye.
You know what these do? They stop blue light.
Good.
Built in, baby.
Yep.
Built in. My eyes hurt after like 8 hours of streaming though.
Yeah, this is the fucking problem, right? I'm doing like a fucking 7 or 8 hours stream, and I'm leaving my shed like that.
I mean, I would too if I was on like ultra low settings too, you know? Dude, I'm sorry you look like a knobhead with those on.
I don't even give a shit. That's the funny thing. I don't care.
Next we're gonna get you like a stick, one of the blind people sticks that you have to like go poke stuff with.
Yeah.
Feel around for stuff. Like, I've been streaming.
I can see through them though, that's the thing.
He's just too cool for school. He's got his sunglasses at night, you know?
Yeah. I look fucking mint, mate. Fuck off. I look fucking mint.
You know, to be
I
fair,
always say.
the glasses are so red, it makes your skin look lighter. So maybe that's why you did it.
Well, there you go.
Just look at Sean with his little rose-tinted glasses on.
No,
He
look at
sees the-
Sean with your rose-tinted glasses on. That's the best way.
I'm just gonna start streaming with sunglasses. There was a streamer, who was it, that streamed with sunglasses on at all times? Oh man, it was back in the day. It was like early like COD streams or something.
Mate, we were at the fucking Vape Round Awards, right? We were at the Vape Round Awards, right? The room is just dark as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? We sat there at this fucking table and I fucking turns around and says, who the fuck is that wearing sunglasses in here?
It's Aiden.
There was two guys walked in wearing fucking sunglasses in this fucking really, really dark room. You know who they were?
Vampires.
Grim and Kent.
Ooh.
Just walked
know-
in wearing fucking sunglasses.
It is to my belief that they just get astronomically stoned, and like even the littlest bit of light is like
Mm-hmm.
much.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Not
they
so
get-
much Kent because he's clean living.
true. Kent is just crazy.
Yeah.
In the best way possible. I love Kent
Grim.
to death.
Grim, he definitely partakes.
No. He's open about it nowadays. He talks about it a
Yeah.
lot on Twitch and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can. Thank you, Twitch, for being reasonable
even
with
has his
your,
own-
with your
He has
rules.
his own line of herbals.
Herbals. Yeah. YouTube is unreasonable with the mentioning of the greenery. I think it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's ridiculous. So let's not even get me started on YouTube rules. Good lord.
Hang on. And yet there's channels out there for reviewing the items to do with the greenery.
There's also monetized channels for reviewing cigarettes, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's I don't even know.
Backwards.
It's completely back asswards. You know? I think it's stupid. The YouTube rules and Twitch rules are different. However, nowadays you do have to tick a box that says you're going to be like talking about drugs and alcohol or something.
I'm the only one without glasses.
But at least in that description, it says legal in your state. Oh, Mo, do you feel left out?
I'm putting my blue light blockers on now.
Oh my God.
Is that what he said? I'm
Why-
the only one that
okay.
doesn't have glasses on.
Yep.
Why are they
Yeah.
tinted though? Are they tinted to like enhance your abilities or something? Does it make you better at seeing ghost jizz?
No, mate, they're actually.
Just-
To be honest with you, they're actually tinted because I wanted them tinted.
Oh,
Funnily enough, because I can do what I want because I'm a grown ass adult.
Well
I just-
said, sir.
I need you to
And
do
I
one
do
thing.
not appreciate. I do not appreciate your judgy attitude.
You need to just do
Fucking
one
tell
thing.
him.
Just go, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna give all my money to charity.
No, they've been
Yeah.
proven if you wear them like after a certain time, you get to sleep quicker at night.
Oh man, honestly, the dry eye I've been getting, like sometimes I fucking stream for 10 hours. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking and your eyes and I'll tell you now, right? If you lift, I mean, you probably find it. Yours obviously block out blue light as well, Nick. You know, if you lift your glasses up like that, do you feel your eyes adjust and fucking start working really hard?
Well, yeah, because I cannot see without my glasses.
He's
so
blind.
Well,
I am very much
He's
blind.
Velma.
Where is everyone? I can't
Where's
read
my
a word of
glasses?
chat. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
My
You guys
glasses.
always say you guys say I don't read chat. I'm just gonna lift up my glasses and be like, I can't read chat. It's a foot and a half away. I can't read it.
That one's not going to work.
No. I need special enhanced glasses.
Is
I'm
that
just gonna
a
get
dry
those
fit dye?
the jeweler's loop or like
shock glasses to remind you to look at chat.
gee, I need that thing that you use when you're building coils, the one with the magnifying things. Just like
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like bubbles off fucking Trailer Park Boys.
I'm gonna play games with a welder's mask on.
You know what's frustrating is Liz is in chat saying, I beg to differ, Chris, and I know exactly what she's talking about. It's about me saying I'm a grown ass adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does
Yeah.
look great. I think there's quite a few people that have maybe spent time with me at expos and things like that would probably agree too.
You know what you need, Sean? You know the foam dome, like the beer helmet thing? But
Yeah.
instead of going to your mouth with beer, it should just go right over your eyeballs with eye drops. Just do a slow drip.
I've tried the eye drops. Don't work. I end up itching my eyes all night. Never mind. Tis what it is. Let's not talk about my glasses anymore.
You did this to yourself.
Starting to get a complex.
You just get a wet cloth and set it over your eyes for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
just have a go have a lie down. Just what? Okay, let's talk about what's everyone been streaming this week. Phasmo, obviously. Yeah.
I've not been on much this week because I've been away. So we'll mainly just play Phasmo anyway, don't we?
I can't stream because I have a hamster powering my router.
It's the Northern Irish hamster. You have to share it.
2 megabit per second.
Oh my God. You have to share it with the whole village too.
Yeah. Who's on the internet?
Yeah.
We'll get there one day, G. Don't worry about it. We'll be back.
I'm trying to check my emails.
No, I
Oh,
haven't.
God.
Lee. I haven't dyed my beard. It's because I've altered the fucking little camera so that you can't see my sunburn.
There's a ton of games right now that are like Phasmo related in the Phasmo wheelhouse. That are very popular on Twitch. I've noticed you guys have been playing the Mortician's Assistant. Is that what it's
I've
called?
played that.
Yeah.
I've played that for a long time. That's a brilliant game. That.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant game.
No.
Did that get new features recently?
It's just got a new ending, yeah, which I'm going to have a look at some point.
Ooh.
I've done all 5. There's 5 where there was 5 endings, where you had to do different things. I've done all 5 endings, but there's a new one now, so I'll have to have a look at that at some point.
Uh-oh. I offended Bunny. I'm sorry, Bunny.
I was
speaking about G's specific village. The internet.
I've got to be honest. If you think Phasmo's scary, if you think Demonologist is scary, if you think Ghost Exile is scary, or any game that you think is scary, the Mortuary Assistant will beat it hands down.
What was it? Oh, was it in one of your chats, or did Jenny told me about someone that was playing Mortician's Assistant, and someone said the corpse was good looking. I'm thinking.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
that was somebody else we were watching. It was someone. It was someone you raided.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was somebody either you or Grizz raided. I have turned into Barry White, by the way. Happened again.
I've got to be honest, I've played that game quite a lot, and not one of the corpse that has came into that build I've ever thought I would do anything with.
I know. No, somebody in this guy's chat actually commented and said, "Oh, they've got a nice face."
Oh, right.
Just picture them with a lighter trying to heat the fucking body up.
It was in InSim's chat. They
like it cold, let's be honest.
The colder they are, the less they fight back.
Oh, Mike, no. Come on, man.
Gotta love the cold meats.
Something
you got to have something a bit cooler to slip into in the summer, ain't you?
Something about roast beef, cold cuts. I don't know. I don't want
to.
Oh, Mike! I can't believe he's just kind of bypassed what Mike said. Fuck my life.
Look, Mike is here for shock value. Okay, that's why he's here.
Man, he's fucking great here. Okay, now. You've got to have something colder to slip into in the summer.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
A nice refrigerated meat wallet.
Oh.
Hey, they come out the freezer. It's just like a frozen kebab.
No.
Ooh, this ham tastes like it's been on ice.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
I'm never going to be able to eat ham ever again. Oh no! Especially not with mayonnaise,
beef and mustard.
Oh God!
That.
All right, moving on. Jesus.
Yes.
Okay.
Did This is a lovely subject. Thank you.
Blame Mick, he brought it up.
Welcome to the Undesirables. That's why you show up. All right.
I had steak for dinner, you dirty bastard.
Ugh. Okay, so moving on.
It wasn't cold steak, was it, mate?
Jesus
No.
Christ.
Thank fuck for that.
Oh, I'm dizzy. Okay, so the Steam sale just started. Speaking of games, and are you guys thinking of picking up anything because they could be on sale?
The Steam sale, I've just got that Inside the Back Rooms and another one called. I'll tell you in a sec. It was called At Dead of Night. At Dead of Night, single player. I think it was only £3.
Yeah.
And then Inside the Back Rooms, which has just had 10 new maps, I think.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm sure it was M messaged me saying that Inside the Back Rooms had 10 new maps put in.
There's a bunch of
whatever-
Backrooms games.
That was only
Whatever
£6,
you do.
but
Whatever you do, don't pick up Starship Troopers Extermination.
Go
Because
Go
it's
on.
shit.
because it's shit.
Why is that,
bit
G?
like that other alien game that you kept on going on about for us to
Oh,
get.
the
'cause
Grey Hill incident.
that
Jesus
was
Christ, I'm sorry. That was awful, man.
fucking dump that.
I
How
just
many
felt
times
like
you
the voice
messaged me
acting
about that?
was-
Started to build hype up in my head, and then I started to read the fucking reviews. Oh my god, the
Do
reviews.
you know what it was? Right, there's two channels I watch on YouTube. Right, there's Casper Site who does like video reviews of like paranormal shit, and then there's Mindseed who does like ghost hunts and stuff. And both of those channels were raving about the game and saying how much they were looking forward to it. And I thought, it does look pretty fucking awesome. It does look nice, but it just Nick played it and was like, nah, this is shit.
I got
There's
an
no
hour and a half
There's no
in.
gameplay, the voice acting shit.
Oh God. Okay, can
No,
I
it's
go through
worse
my
than a
list of
porno.
grievances? It was what? Yeah, I've definitely seen better acting in a porno. The audio levels were bad because half the time you couldn't hear, even if you had everything maxed.
which in a game like that is paramount
Yeah,
to
Shocking,
being
man.
successful. Like,
yeah. Like you couldn't
Probably
hear
find
over the
it's just
ambient
one
noise.
guy doing it.
I don't care if it's one guy. If you're going to put a full-fledged game out and call it done, then you need to have it at a level where it's actually finished and not in that state. If it was an alpha build early access, I'd give it a pass, but not in what was it? It was $25 too? Nah.
Jesus.
Nah.
Well, see, I'll say that for Starship Troopers Defense. It's an early release. It's still in development.
But you have to
there is
know
it's
actually,
just
with
there
any
is
early
actually
access.
acting in pornos, Shrek. There is actually acting in pornos, Shrek.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
got to stop fast forwarding it through the bits that don't have that in.
You've got to look shocked apparently when it goes in. Well,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Or down, or down, up, or
That's
around,
orange
in and
YouTube. That's
around.
not this YouTube. So yeah, the voice acting itself, the actors were bad, like just phoned in. Like sometimes I think literally like recorded on a cell phone from a voicemail or something. I think there was only like 2 or 3 voice actors, and the guy just changed voices in between them, and just the lines were so cringy. There was the one part where you had to go outside for the first time, and he's like, "Oh, make sure you're really good with that baseball bat, and I'm good with a rifle because of the Vietnam War." And I'm like,
Oh, make sure you're really good with that baseball bat.
"Oh."
Bam, bam, now.
So yeah, that was pretty bad. It's just cringy as fuck. And then the gameplay wise, you had the stamina bar, and like I got it after the day 1 patch, which the guy like doubled the stamina and reduced the refill of the stamina by 50%, and it still was bad. Everything in the game is very far away because you're
Hang
out
on
in
a
this
second.
rural town. What?
There's not a game in the world you can complain about stamina on when you only get 3 steps of running in Phasmo before you're fucking slow as fuck.
that's true.
Yeah, but at least everything's in one house. This is talking multiple like blocks away from each other, and you have to literally go all the way across a cornfield, do an objective, and then go all the way back. And there's no like arrow, there's no objectives on your screen. It's literally just hey, you have to find my cat, and you have to walk all the way across the field and then discover this cat. And the mission markers are lit by lanterns. Like, in
Still sounds more interesting than Gollum, to be honest, though.
every single light in the game flickers, and it drives me insane. Lanterns, like, flicker on and off, and I'm like, it's a lantern. It's either, if it's an electric lantern, then change the damn battery. And if it's a flame lantern, like fire, then why does it flicker completely on to completely off?
I'm so glad you clarified that. You meant fire by flame.
So then there's like just the gameplay elements of combat. First of all, it's supposed to be like a stealth kind of thing where you're supposed to hide from the aliens. You're not supposed to engage them in combat.
That was one of the reviews that I seen on it, right? That the stealth mechanics does not work whatsoever. It's totally broken.
Totally broken. If you hide in shadows or behind something, usually that means you're hidden. No, it's absolutely line of sight. As soon as a pixel of you is exposed to one of those aliens, they're coming straight for you. You can't outrun them, and you can't hide from them if they're within line of sight. And the hiding place is
hanging out. I'm spotted.
Yeah,
imagine more with his nose.
Just behind a tree, just like.
I don't know why I'm fucking laughing. I'm not much better.
Same.
Mate, I'm like a fucking sundial when I put my fucking
I'm
head back.
doing my best to not try and turn round.
That's a gift, mate.
All Mo has to do is just go.
Mo, what time is it?
2:30.
Do us a favor, look straight up. So the actual core gameplay mechanics are broken. There's so many instances where I couldn't go past the top step. Like, I got stuck on the stairs unless I turned a certain way, and I had to like maneuver myself up the last step. And I'm like,
it's a bit like when you're pissed.
Yeah, it was just like, you gonna go? No, oh, back down. Oh, up, and down. Oh no, up, down. Yeah, it was terrible. And then, oh god, it's just so frustrating. And then the elements in the actual environment that you think you could walk over or around, it's just an invisible barrier, and you're like, okay, well, apparently I can't step over this little tiny thing right here. And the graphics were like Unity or Unreal Engine, just stock assets that just got placed down. It was nothing special. I guarantee you search for UFOs like Mothership or something, and the ship that was in the game is on the store. Like,
see, I think that was kind of deliberate so that it did have that kind of 1950s sci-fi look, but
it was set
if they
in
were
the
going
90s,
to do that,
though, or the 80s.
I know, but I mean, if they were going to try and go for that 1950s vibe, they really should have done it in black and white.
Yeah, and that would have made it more interesting, in my opinion, because like throw a filter on it, make it spooky. Like, it wasn't scary whatsoever.
At least then it would have maybe fitted the bad dialogue, because it would have been more like a B movie.
But if you're gonna have it be like that, then go full on, go in all the way. Oh god, there's another soundbite for you.
That will get clipped, don't worry.
But just go for it. Dive in head first and just go for it, because if you don't take risks, damn it. I'm just gonna shut up.
Nick, you should go to the South of Ireland and just get a Muff t-shirt, Muff Diving Association t-shirt. It's a real thing, you know.
I know it is. I think I've seen someone with one, to be honest with you. But you know, if the aliens, the actual aliens, looked like the aliens from South Park, like big gray head, big black eyes, skinny little body, wearing black jumpsuits, and having the 1950s sounding toy laser guns that go whoa, 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 whoa. That's how it sounded. But yeah, it looked so cheesy and corny, and like the aliens, they didn't shoot you with their ray guns. They ran up to you and I think bit you. It kind of looked like they were it kind of looked like they were going down on you because they're short. So like their head would just go kind of like to your chest, and it would go back and forth like that.
I'm gonna download this and get it.
You liked it, Nick.
I want a VR headset now for Christmas.
No, you don't. Yeah, you want head from a gray alien? Okay, go for it,
That'll
John.
do me.
That's almost
That'll
as
do
bad
me.
as Mike and the Corpse.
At least
Jesus.
mine's fucking living. Fucking hell.
Long, skinny fingers. Ooh. But yeah, you literally, one of the challenges or
So big in that hand.
objectives. Oh no. One of the objectives is you had to gather tinfoil to make hats
Oh
with.
yeah.
What?
Yes.
That's right. You literally had to make a conical tinfoil hats.
Yeah, you're going in the kitchen in a random house. You're like, for fuck's sake, it's another cardboard tube.
The guy,
Someone's used all the
you had to
fucking
go.
foil.
You had to go and visit some conspiracy theorist who had like one dodgy eye.
Yeah, it was cloudy.
And you didn't know where he was looking, and
I don't
he
think
was
he
like,
knew.
"It's over there on the desk," and there's like tinfoil all around the room, but you can only like pick up one specific bit of tinfoil.
Oh, when it said put the cat on the table and then you had to put the cat on the bench, it's
Yeah.
like, you made the game.
Yeah.
It's,
E.T. fingering.
oh no. Oh,
Ouch.
ouch. So I got an hour and a half in of looking for the next objective, and I'm like, and struggling with the stupid combat system. I'm like, fuck this game, I'm out. I'm playing something better.
Village. What the hell have I walked into with Nick pumping aliens?
Look, it wasn't my doing, okay? They came up and
I slipped and I
They did
fell.
things
They
to
came
me.
up and probed him.
They did things. I think that was the point. Maybe they were trying to probe me, but it looked like they were trying to give me like a reach around, you know?
Like,
Yeah.
ow.
Oh god,
Ow.
if it made any sort of slurping sound, I'd be like, okay, this is just a piss take. Honestly, it got to the point in the reviews that people were saying, like, is this supposed to be a serious game or is this just a joke? I don't
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
It
And I'm
wasn't
just like,
cheap either, was it? I don't think it was cheap.
It was
No.
$25 here, so it must have been
So
about
it'll be like 20 quid a year.
20 quid-ish.
19.99 or something.
So, but like from the gameplay that I saw, I'm like, ooh, we got a cool alien game that's like survival horror. I like it. You know,
Oh,
I've been
looking forward
dying.
to it as well.
I'm dying
Yeah,
for
the concept sounds pretty good. Like,
concept is amazing.
Yeah.
And like the trailer and stuff like that looked pretty good. But like I knew right from the very instant I hit the start button on the game. Well, not only that, but the menu as well. Atrocious. But the
Can't be
start.
any worse than the fucking item equipping on Phasmo.
Oh yeah,
though.
no. Well, there's no items, there's no inventory, there's no nothing. It was But when you hit the start button, your intro cutscene is literally just like a pan around the outside of this house while exposition is being done by walkie-talkies. All you hear is just two people on walkie-talkies, really low over some bad music. And I'm like, oh, so this is all the exposition we get, and then we're going to just get thrown into this, like, room. Okay? And then everything else, exposition-wise, is overdone on walkie-talkies. It's like, hey, yeah, you know your neighbor Jim, he had some nails on his porch. Maybe you should go over there and check it out. And it's like, just spoon feed it to me, why don't you? But then after that,
thanks, Jim.
you don't get any sort of mission marker, tracker, checklist, nothing. It's just, you're on your own. You got to find what you're going to find. Nothing. But yeah, it's bad. It was bad. Bad game.
Did you
refunded it?
So, question I've got to ask: did you rage quit?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Did you?
Oh,
Was it a
100%.
proper rage as well?
God, I hate this game.
Probably.
Cinnamon
Yeah.
crunch cock.
God.
Fucking cock.
I rage quit after an hour and a half, and the reason I did it is because I know for a fact you can get your money back on Steam if you have less than 2 hours played.
Mhm.
The second you go over 2 hours playtime, they're like, nope. So I saw, before I even bought it, I saw the reviews. And there's
Isn't
like,
it bad that it's 2 hours playtime that they're setting? I think it's
know.
really bad that it's 2 hours playtime, knowing that a lot of games don't last longer than an hour now.
Do a
Yeah.
speed run. I want a
Oh.
refund.
No, you can't do a speed run because your stamina runs out halfway down the street, and you have to run 8 more blocks.
Hmm.
But that's the only thing I would change about Phasmo, to be honest. I love Phasmo. I love the whole setup of it, right? But the only thing I would change is that 3 steps. You can just imagine the guy in that game. He sat with his mates on a nighttime. Can't he? He sat there saying, I'm just gonna go and get a beer. Oh,
You
fuck.
can change it in custom games, though, right?
You're gonna have to go get that beer. I can't reach.
I got halfway to the fridge and I ran out of stamina. I'm gonna have to sit
all
down.
the characters have like fucking,
I'll sit down on the sofa halfway to the fridge.
all the characters have like angina, fucking heart disease, bronchitis.
Right. I got
The what?
bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I
God.
got bronchitis.
Bringing back some dead memes.
Thing is, though, wait till you're
Lord
playing.
Jesus.
Wait till you play in Apocalypse mode, Apocalypse Gold, and you've
Oh,
got
fuck
no
it.
sprint.
Don't
Your
fucking do it.
speed is turned down by 50%.
No way, man.
It's fucking
Grizz
horrendous.
fucking-
I
we
caught the
hopped
end
in a
of you
game with
streaming
Grizz.
that. Yeah.
We did one fucking house, and
I
we
was
couldn't run
wondering why you
anywhere.
were moving so fucking slow.
We got fucking hunted instantly as soon as we got in the house. None of us could run. We were all in a line just going.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like a fucking poltergeist meat grinder.
It's just feeding the ghosts.
Yes.
Welcome.
I know
Jeez.
exactly how sausage meat feels as it's going through the machine.
It's the sound, the bone crunching, just.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Then
Yes,
Mo
and
had
that was the stream where Mo had a go at us because he didn't get a chance to put the ghost in. he was like, "What? Did you just guess the ghost? Yeah. Well, you didn't. Why didn't you wait for me to do it before you closed the van? Mo, we're all fucking dead.
Yeah.
We're all dead."
Yeah, just saying. Thanks for telling me you were putting ghost guess in the book.
Yeah, he was proper shitty, like really badly shitty as well. Like he got a proper cob on.
I really hope that fucking comes up on someone's fucking clip. Like,
I do as well. Is it clipped on anyone's channel?
oh, I don't know.
Oh God.
Oh man, you guys need to have a. Yeah. You do have Stream
crying.
Deck? Sean has a Stream Deck.
Yeah.
There's a thing that you could get that you could do a clip. Boom, one button.
Can you?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh fucking hell! I need to sort that out.
Oh, we'll have to have a chat after the show about setting up your Stream Deck properly. I showed
I don't even use it anymore
dude.
at the
Oh,
moment.
I'll have to show you what I did for mine. I showed G, and I think it's pretty smart what I did with mine. But yeah, there's a whole host of tools that you can use and make your life a hell of a lot easier when you're streaming. Especially with like myself with 2 PC stream, because I can have my keyboard and mouse on my gaming PC and still control my stream with my Stream Deck. Very handy.
That's pretty awesome, like.
Very handy. You have the big one, don't you? The 30 key?
Giggity.
No, I
Aw.
don't know. I've got the
The
15
15?
key.
Oh, that's fine.
You don't
15
need
is-
any more than 15.
You say that. I could use the big one. Ah,
No,
God
Phil.
damn it. I gotta
No, now you've started.
Bazinga.
Dirty Jack.
Dirty Nick.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. So moving on. So yeah, there's like a whole bunch of games on sale right now on Steam. I picked up a couple already that were like cheap as chips because I wanted a couple of single player for when no one's around and I want to stream.
Nice one, Em. Old Nick needs a big one. Actually, no. Poor Jenny.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
Oh,
you
brilliant.
know, I've been playing some tactical shooters lately. That's fun. I bought Ready or Not. I've been waiting a year to buy that game. I've been monitoring its progress, and it started off very bare bones, basic. Not a lot going on in the game. Not a lot of content. Not worth $40 in my opinion. And then as it's developed over the year, it's still in early access, but it's gotten to the point now where it's got so much content that it's worth a decent amount. $40 is still pushing it, but I was able to get it for a little cheaper. So I went ahead and bought it anyways. And we ended up streaming with Christian and Demo and Demo's friend.
What was that on?
The game?
Which game?
Ready or Not. It's called. It's a SWAT simulator, so you gotta like bust through doors and take out hostiles, and there's different modes that you can choose. There's like bomb defuse, what is it? Armed assailant or something. There's one where it's just a raid.
You're basically a SWAT team.
Sweep and clear, you know. You gotta bag up evidence and all that.
I remember the fucking SWAT games like SWAT 3, SWAT 2.
By Sierra.
Sierra,
really
yeah.
tactical.
They had police quest as well.
This one is like
really
really
tactical.
tactical. They actually have
Changes
advisors
up every time that you play.
Yeah. They hired like advisors and stuff where they went in and like they helped them out and told them what really goes on with their missions and whatnot. So like it's pretty cool. I like the pace. Sometimes like with an active shooter, you have to like really move quickly.
The first police quest SWAT was like that. The first police quest SWAT was like that. It was all video based. You remember when they started putting like not computer generated video or anything like that. The first started putting like actual videos on the screen.
The
proper
full motion
interactive movies.
FMV.
And what you would have a photo, and it would be loads of different photos, and you would gradually scroll through the photos. But in order to move to the next photo, you'd have to like kind of slice the pie around the door, choose to slice the pie, and then there'd be a little video of you slicing the pie. It was exactly like that. And then you have to use a mirror around the side, and you could see if there's a little old woman in the fucking in the house with a magnum.
But the realism,
it's always a fucking 6-shooter revolver, wasn't it?
The realism in this game is ridiculous. Like I was running the pit, like the training course, and I kept shooting. There's the last one is a hostage blocking the bad guy. And I kept shooting the hostage by accident. I'm like, what the hell? My reticle is right on the head of the hostage taker. And Demo explained to me that it actually has height over bore, which means that your reticle, if you're close enough, is not actually pointing where the bullet's going to go. It's actually measured for a short distance. So it was higher, and I kept shooting low, and it was because my gun was actually pointed at the hostage and not the dude's head. So you have to point shoot.
Oh, I can so imagine Nick raging at that.
I
shot you in the
was.
face, you fucking cock.
No, I wasn't raging.
You
Eat a tugboat full of dicks.
No.
That's been clipped, by the way.
Wow.
That is now a soundboard clip.
Oh no.
When's this on record coming out? On record?
Oh,
Is that
the
the found
really
footage one?
crazy
The
like
proper,
body cam.
yeah.
Found footage game.
I think it's a ways out, to be honest with you, because it's a very small team, and the technology that they're using is relatively new. Well, okay, so it's old technology, but they're adapting it to fit making a video game with, because what it was used for before was architectural. So they're basically using like a camera that can record 360 with
LiDAR.
distance. Like,
Yeah,
so
LiDAR.
they go into
use it for
a real life.
archaeology.
They do a real life location. They go in, they put this camera down, and it scans everything, and it measures the distance. And when they get back into like the game aspect, they have like a rough kind of file of it, and then they have to like place down the items and like the objects and that stuff in the room manually and like tweak everything so it doesn't clip and all that.
It means the structure's already there, like the skeleton's already there of the environment, and all you need to do is apply the textures.
But and obviously tweak it as well. But the level of detail is insane. So much to the fact that some people were like guessing that it was actually just real life footage, and then
I think that's because of the movement as well. The movement looked so smooth and
it's because
natural.
it's
It
your
wasn't
arms
like
move separate
somebody
from your.
doing that when they're walking.
Yeah,
it was really natural looking movements.
It's not like the typical head bob. It's like
that.
Because you're literally on a chest mounted camera, so the arms are like right by your like left and right of what would be your head in a regular video game. So yeah, it looks crazy realistic, and some people were speculating that it was just footage, and they added in like the little HUD elements because when you check your magazine, you check how many bullets are left or whatever. There's a little thing that pops up. This is like half, quarter, whatever. And people were saying that it was just regular footage, and then they just put that element on the screen because you could obviously fake a video game with real footage pretty easily. But then people were diving in, and the developer actually came out with a video of him kind of breaking the fourth wall in the game and clipping through walls and flying around the location. And people were like, well, you could fake that too. And it's like, yeah, it would be a lot more difficult, but it looks very interesting. It looks kind of similar to, a tactical shooter, but at the same time, I guarantee there's another story element that we're not quite getting to grips with yet, because I guarantee there's going to be something way deeper than what we're seeing. Same thing with Ready or Not, because Ready or Not has a story, and it's all connected. All the missions are interconnected, but we just don't know it yet because it's in early access. So when they tie everything together with like mission briefings and stuff like that, that's going to be real cool.
What's it called?
Unrecord.
Unrecord, yeah. Do you want to do it? Can we show a little footage? We can show a little footage, right?
It looks fucking awesome, that game does.
Let's do this. We'll do this.
Is it actually called On Record or On Record?
Unrecord. As in unrecord, yeah.
Here, we'll play the official trailer.
Yeah, I saw that on YouTube a while back, and I've been waiting for that to come out for ages.
Are you sharing screen or?
Just give me a second. Okay.
What is it? Horror or investigation or police thing or what?
I think it's just a mix of.
Wouldn't call it
everything.
horror.
I don't think it's a horror.
It's more tack shooter than horror. Horror. Share sound. There we go. Okay, you guys can see the screen.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Looks fucking. I can't wait for this to come out.
It looks insane. The lighting.
Look at the movement. It's just.
That looks like fucking.
Body cam footage, yes.
Zombies. What was the last fucking Call of Duty Zombies?
The Rise, or
Shots fired! Shots fired!
This is a video game.
Jesus Christ.
Heart's gonna be pounding with this one.
Yep.
And I think the blurry heads are like a part of the whole story. Like, oh, this is unreleased, body cam footage or something.
Yeah.
Looks mega realistic, doesn't it?
Is it Unreal Engine, this?
Yeah.
I think it's Unreal 5, yeah.
The new version, yeah.
As good as it looks now, they're working on making it look better. With more lighting elements. The camera shake and everything, though. Holy crap.
I'm excited to see the minimum PC specs on this, though.
Yeah.
Gee. Yeah. bet it could scale pretty well. To be
I mean,
honest, the technologies of the newer cards, like, it's amazing what they could do with upscaling.
I don't know how they're going to improve on the lighting because it's got that kind of white balance blowout, you know, the overexposure. Just what's
Where the fuck is Oscar?
Boom, baby!
Well, that's not what it said on the little thing in the corner. It said, where is Oscar? And on the thing, and then he said, where the fuck is Oscar? So that was a
I'm
lie.
sorry, Mr. Technical.
That was a lie.
What are you lying for?
Fucking
Sorry.
headset's gone off. Yeah.
25090s Puddle Jumper said, dude, that game
228
looks...
Super Twin Funds.
Oh, fuck me. That game looks sick. And
I've got to be honest, it's not horror enough for me, but it does look impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's definitely elements of like, not paranormal, but like just kind of like dark stuff happening. Like that's like a CP ring or something like that. You know, same thing with Ready or Not. Ready or Not has some dark themes to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, gets real creepy.
That one room is just shocking, man.
G could attest. He's been watching, obviously, and you could attest with like the meth house and stuff. It almost looks like a horror game.
Yeah,
because it's scary.
See, I'm preferring like fucking low budget games at the moment, me.
Oh well, you should check out Grey Hill Incidents. Great game.
Yeah. I'll also shit in my hands and clap. Same enjoyment.
Pretty much. I'm dying to get like a...
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault,
No,
G.
it's one of them things.
You're just
it's one of them
part
things.
Of the hype train.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They pile this hype on this game, and I'll be honest with you, G kind of like the way G was going on about it, kind of hyped it up for me.
Yep,
but then luckily,
same.
I didn't personally buy it. I just looked at the reviews and I was like, nah, fuck that.
I was
a
sacrificial lamb for everyone. Don't worry.
Yeah. You just jumped right on it.
Well, you wanted to see it, so I played it for you, and I'm like, all right. I don't even know if you were there during the stream.
Said, Nick, go ahead and buy this, please. I want to see you play it.
I know. You said you were
buy
excited for it. I know.
Yeah. I was waiting on it coming out, and you just bought it before me because I was going to buy it in the day of release.
Just ask me before you buy a game, G. I'll look at it. I'll watch the reviews. I'll watch, all this stuff about it. Because then I think it was the day after I already had returned it and everything. A video came out from one of my favorite preferred game reviewers. And he shit all over it. And I was like, okay, yeah. Me and this guy like definitely have a similar taste in games, So like he reviewed it and he's just like, voice acting's bad, audio's bad, gameplay's bad, music is non-existent, like just nothing. There's nothing there for me. I'm like, ooh. Yeah. Some of the reviews on Steam were like, don't listen to these guys. It's actually a pretty good game, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. There's a few positive ones in here. And then some of them were like, kind of like, yeah, it's not a great game right now, but it's promising. And I was just like, do you buy in for the future of they'll fix the game, after it's released? Because a lot of times on Steam, hype train is huge. People buy the game. Some people keep it, some return it.
Yeah, I get the impression what the developers done was they actually, well, I know for a fact, the 2 channels that I mentioned earlier, they actually get the game sent to them for free.
Yeah.
So you're not going to shit in a free game, really.
If I got it for free, I'd probably play it through and be like, okay, yeah it's not bad. But replayability is limited as well because of the nature of the game. Like once you finish it, it takes, from what I gather, about 1:45, 2 hours to complete the entire game. Supposed to be, at least. So once you beat the game, the only thing you could do is just play through it again. It's like, okay, this is the same exact thing over and over.
That's when you've got to look for. Hang on, it's gone off. That's when you've got to look for replayability in games.
Yeah.
Replayability. They've got to give you something to kind of want to play again for, and I think that's been lost at the moment. I mean, Resident Evil 4 was brilliant when that came. When the remake of Resident Evil 4 was fucking phenomenal. replayability wise and stuff like that. Still not as good as the original.
Well, yeah,
For replayability.
you're never gonna retain the amount of enjoyment that you got from the original game when you played it on, you know, an old console or whatever. Because like I love Tony Hawk's Pro Skater growing up. Obviously, is like when I was still actively skateboarding all the time, and you know I'd always play it when I wasn't skateboarding for real. But they remade it, and now it's just different. It doesn't feel the same. I don't get the same level of
Resident
enjoyment.
Resident Evil 4 remake, I would probably strongly disagree with you on that. With regards to
There's
the
some
enjoyment
that are better.
Oh, man.
I love the remake of Tony Hawk 1 and 2 that they did. I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
It didn't have the same feel though.
No, because you're not seeing pixels and polygons on the screen. It's this beautiful 4K, like, you know, fleshed out world with lighting and texture and all that stuff. It's like, man, I remember this just being a black blob that you could see 20 feet in front of your face, and then you get the fog wall, you know, in front of you. And nowadays, I could render the entire map all at once without even warming up my GPU. So it's different now that you have like way more powerful hardware that can do those things that you couldn't do in the 90s and the early 2000s. And it's like, you know, going back to a game that you played in your childhood, the original game, like I played Duke Nukem 3D recently.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love that game, right?
Some.
The original Duke Nukem 3D is a fantastic game, and it will forever be a fantastic game because of the modding community.
Those alien bastards gonna pay for shooting up my ride.
Right. But if you play a modern version of it, you know, like the whole flop of Duke Nukem Forever, that game flopped hard.
Yeah. That was a platform, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It was third person.
No. Duke Nukem Forever was trying to capture the spirit of the original games, but it was just done badly over the course of 14 years in development hell. And
but it's one that was third person, though.
There was a Duke Nukem third person game.
Time to Kill, I think that was, wasn't it?
Yeah. And there was a platformer as well. And both of those games were received well. And the platformer one is more of a modern title.
I know, I just saw that.
Village, to be honest, I miss the days of using cheats to see Lara Croft's pyramid tits.
Oh man, I recently saw a cosplay.
Who didn't do that though? I swear to God.
Come on now. The developers put in the game the ability to climb up on a ledge and then do a handstand where she's just got her ass straight towards the camera. The camera pans up when she's doing it, and it's just like, boom, there's her ass. There's her very pixely ass.
Yep. Polygon cheeks.
Yeah. And that was like the best thing ever when I was 13 years old.
It was like, I can remember when the PS2 came out. I can't remember what game it was, but I think it might have been fucking Time Splitters, you know. So that was like a launch title for the PS2, right? Supposed to be shit. It was like one of the low budget launch titles for the PS2, right? What a fucking game that was, right? But it was one of the first.
Phenomenal.
It was one of the first games that came around where you could fucking spin your character. Do you know when you're choosing your character on the character stream, you could spin them, but if you went like that with a female character.
Sweet.
There was a game I had for
Boob Physics.
I think the game
was the same guy. That was the same guy that done the original GoldenEye. David Doak, his name was. He left,
which is also
company.
A brilliant game.
He left Rare and.
But look at GoldenEye. They tried to remake GoldenEye and it was shit.
Yeah, but there is actual true remake coming out, you know.
I know. So that's what we need more of, in my opinion, is like one-to-one recreations of these games. Because like, just with updated graphics, you know what I mean? But like gameplay elements are
I'll be honest,
the same.
You look at Final Fantasy VII. Right? Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I would have waited another. Like, I love Final Fantasy VII, the original, probably one of my favorite games ever created in the history of gaming, right? It was fucking amazing, right? Replayability, the length of the game was just fucking ridiculously huge. Giggity. It was ginormous, right? Oh God, can we have a mature?
No, we
10
can't.
minutes?
No, go on. Just keep talking.
And it was just absolutely unreal all the way through, all the side quests, a lot. It was just ridiculous, right?
Mm.
And then they've gone and brought this fucking remake out, right? Which the original game was 3 discs. People were happy to pay for 3 discs, right? I'm sure we could have quite happily waited another decade for that game to come out, for the whole fucking thing to come out in one, and it'd be fucking 800 gig.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pissed me off the high heaven, and I don't. It's just been a pure money grab. It's now going to get released in 3 parts, right? So 3 parts, 3 discs. It's going to get released in 3 parts. Going to be 60 quid a pop. They've also started bringing little fucking side games out. Side games out like what was it? Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, which was Yuffie's storyline prologue. Which, you know, and that was like 30 quid if you hadn't bought the original game and then got it on PS5. It's just shocking. It's just all money grabbing.
Yeah. There was let's see. One of the games that I bought pretty much because of the protagonist was a blonde high school cheerleader, was Lollipop Chainsaw Massacre. Has anyone ever played that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh man,
I knew which game you were on about.
Surprisingly fun. Honestly, it is. It is actually kind of fun to play. It's very like got a Japanese kind of feel to it, although it's obviously set in the U.S. But it's got definite like Japanese game vibes. I think I forget if it's Konami or whatever. I probably have the copy of it still in the corner over there for Xbox One.
Baxy's just said, I bet you've got the achievement for taking a peek up a skirt.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Yep. That was like the first achievement. That's like everyone's first achievement. First thing you do, pan the camera down a little bit, get a little cheeky peek. She turns around and yells at you, though.
Yeah, she did that on Resident Evil 4 there.
They
Ashley.
hide their shame. But I mean, come on now. Her skirt is ridiculously short, and all she does is do flips and spins and jumps, and you see it all anyways. But yeah, that was my my thirsty game. I was like, oh, I gotta play this. It's like she's hot. Oh, some of the cosplay for her. If you look up some cosplays for that particular character, whew, oh boy.
So Ichi is best game of all time that you can remember playing, right? The best one, the one that sticks out in your mind forever and ever, for nostalgia, for you know, just memories. You go first, Nick.
Probably Silent Hill 1 on the original Xbox, because it was one of the first games that I played with my family as a family. Me, my dad, and my sister all took turns controlling, and one person would be taking notes, and like we'd play it in the dark. We had all the lights off. It was spooky, and like that game was terrifying at the time.
Mm-hmm. I only got to the school, and then when those babies started coming at me with the daggers, I was like, nope, fuck it.
Just the audio of the siren just sticks with me to this very day of being one of the most terrifying things anyone could ever hear ever. And every time, like, because around here we have volunteer fire departments in some of the towns, and with the volunteer fire department, every shift change is indicated by the siren, same siren, and I'm like, it's gonna get spooky.
There was a very clever thing they did with that Silent Hill 1 as well, which you might not notice, but I've watched a lot of development videos and all that kind of thing, behind the scenes shit and all that. And what they did was with that siren, right? So up until about 75% of the way through the game, right? All the sirens happened at a specific point. You kind of knew it was going to happen. You knew it was coming. Then there's this one part where you're just walking through the streets and all of a sudden it goes off and you shit your pants.
Oh, yeah.
You full on shit your pants. And it was clever what they did there. I thought it was fucking brilliant.
And they had the flying things that came out of nowhere and limited resources. Up to that point, I had played Doom, Quake, Duke Nukem, little games like Escape from Monkey Island and all that, and like Myst and Riven, Worms. That was my gaming experience up to that point. And then my sister got an Xbox.
I mean, Liz has said there, I got all the endings on Silent Hill. And that's what I'm talking about with the replayability. The replayability on Silent Hill was fucking unreal, where you could get the UFO ending, you could get the dog ending, all that kind of stuff.
Whoa, spoilers.
Yeah. Well, that's not spoilers, is it? I'm not telling you what happens.
I know.
But you could get all them different endings if you fulfilled the objectives through the game.
I'm going to pass it to G.
What?
What's your favorite game growing up?
G's just came back. He's been clipping shit.
Wipeout.
There's been so many innuendos.
Wipeout.
Yeah, the original Wipeout.
Nice one.
It just changed gaming for me.
Yeah.
It was the whole experience. It was like the soundtrack, everything. Just the visuals were gorgeous. Like you said,
Was
the
that
replayability.
Was that originally an arcade?
That was
game?
the launch game for the first PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it. Was that originally though an arcade game?
No.
I
think it was based on. They took
Wave Runner.
There
or
was
something?
another game. I can't remember what it was called. But it was a similar idea. It was like the futuristic Formula One style kind of thing, but they just took it one step further.
Okay.
Wipeout.
PS1.
I remember my mate playing it, and he put out a full half of one of the tracks. It was one particular part of the track. You could launch yourself, and remember, you could pull up or back on the D-pad, and it would lift the nose.
Yeah.
If you done that, it would keep you in the air, but you'd launch yourself off the top.
It was a bit like a futuristic Mario Kart, wasn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
Because you could pick up weapons and that as you were going around the track and all that kind of shit, yeah.
Mines.
God, yeah, that's
Rocket.
That is. I remember that one now. That was a great game.
But yeah, he cut out a whole fucking half of the track because he launched himself off of one of the corners and just flew literally across, missed out all of the corners, and the lap time fucking counted as well.
Andy's saying it was an arcade game.
Was it?
Whatever.
I don't trust Andy. Some decidedly dodgy about that.
Never trust a plumber.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, no, that's a great one, man. It's a good shout. That one,
awesome game.
Yeah.
Are you passing it off to Jay?
Mo.
Metal Gear Solid, the first one.
Oosh.
Very nice.
Do you know I had the UK version, I had the Japanese version and the American version, and I must have completed each of them about 20, 30 times maybe.
Jesus.
I was a massive geek when it came to that game. Got all the endings, got all the special, like for the ninja, you could get him in like Spider-Man colors during the that area. You got the stealth suits. But that was like a game you could keep playing, and you could do different endings, and there was little Easter eggs everywhere throughout the game and stuff. I just fucking loved that game.
Jesus.
I remember.
But that's one that'll always stick in my head, would be the original Metal Gear Solid.
Fucking brilliant game.
But yeah,
I remember seeing the trailer.
Awesome.
Remember, like the computer mags would release, like demo CDs. And you got the trailer on one of the CDs and one of the computer mags. I can't remember what one it was. Might have been
Games
the PlayStation
Master.
official. Probably was actually. It was probably that or the official PlayStation mag. But
there was
I remember
another one.
Monkel getting
PC.
the
PC.
demo CD for Metal Gear, and it was just the scene of all the soldiers on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it was just in the rainfall. It was just
that was the second one. Yeah, fucking loved that as well. I loved the second one.
Beautiful.
Got all the endings for that one as well.
Jeez. Nice.
Yeah, I played all of them.
Annoyed the hell out of me though, because it was too stealthy for me.
But the I think it was the third one was set in the jungle.
Yeah, Snake Eater.
And I got all the fucking suits on that one from doing the bosses. So you could blend in with the water, you could blend in with the fucking, you could walk around with the bees following you and stuff like that. I had all the fucking suits in that one just because I completed it, doing all the Easter eggs and stuff. Fucking awesome. I love those games, man.
We've got
Wow.
any in chat.
I'd happily play them all again tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
100%. 100%.
Foxy said Earthbound. I've never even heard of that. What's that? Is that a game?
But I actually got the remake of the first one on the GameCube. They remade it on the GameCube.
What, the remade Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah, the first one, they did it on the GameCube. I got it.
No way.
I never ever seen that.
Hmm.
It's fucking
Sounds always
better
a
graphics and
PlayStation
all that.
exclusive.
Yeah, better graphics. They changed the cut scenes a little bit, so they did like spinny, roundy cameras and stuff. It
Oh,
was fucking
Gear-
awesome. Bullet
Metal-
time.
Metal Gear Solid was Konami, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Earthbound is the one that Ness is in.
Kojima.
Ness from Super Smash Bros.
Mm,
All right.
I got
Yeah.
that game as well on the GameCube.
I'm surprised nobody said Leisure Suit Larry.
Never
The
had
original?
those games. I don't think I was allowed to have those games, probably for a good
Rash.
reason.
Oh,
Used to
God,
love Road
Liz.
Rash.
Liz said the original Resident Evil 2. Yes.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
2 discs as well, wasn't
Yeah, 2 fucking discs.
it?
One of the best one of the best survival horror games ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking brilliant. I spent hours on that.
The third one was good as well because you could unlock extra stuff. Like you had tofu and everything, didn't you? If you did.
Well,
the
that was
fir-
Resident Evil 2.
Oh, was it 2? It had
Tofu and Hunk.
tofu.
You had Hunk and Tofu, didn't you?
That was it.
Hunk was the he was like a special ops guy.
Yeah, that's it.
And then Tofu was just a big giant chunk of tofu, and all you had was a knife.
Amazing.
You can get them on the remake and the
He just had the knife, didn't he?
yeah.
Oh,
I love the way he
shout,
acted the
Village.
knife out exactly like the fucking skin does on the game. It's like that.
Yeah, he was.
oh,
Like Prison Shank.
Fucking brilliant game.
I like Villages.
Yeah, Village says Crazy
Choice.
Taxi
Crazy
soundtrack. Yeah.
Because that just reminded me of another game, Ridge Racer, the very first one.
Oh, that was an
man.
arcade.
That
Sega
was
Rally.
incredible, man.
Remember Sega Rally?
Sega Rally, yeah.
If we're talking arcade, Daytona USA. I don't know why. I just
Oh, that was
absolutely adore that game, and I played it in the
2D, wasn't it?
arcade. It was 2D,
Is that
yeah.
The
Yeah.
Sega Rally? Oh, all right.
No,
In-
Daytona.
Daytona, and I played that game every time we went to the movie theater. There was a cabinet there. Well, not a cabinet. It was like an actual seat with a steering wheel, and I played that game. And that was the first time you got the force feedback from the steering wheel, and it was like, oh man,
Look at that,
Loved
Lee's
it.
in there with Carmageddon.
oh, I love Carmageddon too. Yeah,
What about Twisted
What about you,
Metal?
Mike? What about you, Mike? Have you got a favourite game?
Well, when I was growing up, it was stuff like Outrun.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Then they brought out the World Superbike Championships.
Yeah.
I loved that game, especially
What
the
was that
arcade.
on? What
Oh,
was
that
it
was
on?
that was arcade. Where
Oh, was
you
it?
actually had the bike that you could sit on.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
yes.
Then obviously you had all the shit like Mortal Kombat and
Mhm.
the other one. What was the other one? Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you're talking PC, when I was a kid, I used to play Icewind Dale quite a lot.
You used to play what?
Icewind Dale.
What's that?
It's like a D&D RPG type game.
Okay.
Oh, right.
It's based on the Forgotten Realms from R.A. Salvatore.
All right.
When PlayStation 1 was around, yeah, it would have been, not sure if it was Ridge Racer or Rage Racer, one or the other. Then
Ridge Racer was awesome.
Ridge
Yeah.
Racer was brilliant.
then you had the Medal of Honor.
Oh, Medal of Honor.
the old
Fucking
ones,
hell.
man. Those are
The
great.
original Medal of Honor was brilliant.
Yep.
It's
When
like,
it
again,
worked.
your papers are in order.
I used to fucking love Medal of Honor. And it's since that game that all I've literally played is FPSs.
You like
Medal of Honor was class for replayability as well.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
You used
So
to have to-
good.
There used to be all these secret challenges that you used to have to do on every
Yep.
map to get different medals, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking class.
Your papers are
Your
in
papers
order.
are in order.
Jesus. Nowadays you're
Me.
like Sniper Elite Mike, right?
Yeah, I've got the latest Sniper Elite, but I haven't even loaded it on my PlayStation yet.
Oh my god.
For me, the game that really sticks in my mind. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've already mentioned Final Fantasy VII, but I'm not going to mention that again. That is easily the best game ever made. But the one that sticks in my mind for nostalgia is Dino Crisis, the original
wow.
one.
Never-
Oh, I
Dino
love
Crisis.
Dino Crisis.
And
I
the
wanted to
reason is
remake it.
because I never spoke to my dad for years, and it was the first game we ever played together, me and my dad. And
Wow.
we played it all the way through night. A bit kind of like with you, Nick, with where Silent Hill was like the first game where you played as a family.
Mhm.
And it was kind of that was the first game I played with my dad was Dino Crisis. And I can remember it because he could not control the character. So I had to do the controlling of the character. Then he thought that he knew the puzzles, but he didn't. But it was great. It was just like always like time spent with my dad.
Yeah. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's why we game, you know, to get enjoyment and spend time with other people. That's why like solo is like tough for me sometimes because it's like it's almost boring. It's like I don't want to talk when I'm gaming solo. And it's just I could just play a game all the way through without saying a word. But that's no fun for anyone. You want commentary, you want something. So like
And
go on.
go on.
No.
No, you were still in the middle of talking.
I'm just
And I
saying,
just jumped in.
If you're streaming and there's like, 4 or 5 people watching or something, but no one's really chatting and you're just playing like a single player game, I tend not to talk. It's like, oh yeah, oh look at this guy. Oh, it's like, no one wants to hear my commentary. But hopefully I can, bring that back and kind of eat my words because I'm hoping to entertain people with some solo gameplay of some games because I want to introduce people to games that aren't very popular on Twitch, I guess. And because like I bought one that's called Firewatch, which is a kind of an immersive mystery solving. I called it a walking simulator, and G was like, "What the fuck is a walking simulator?" And I kind of explained to him that it's not like there's no threats or anything. It's just mostly you have to go to play from point A to point B and do like discovery. You have to like find clues and
It's a bit like that Subnautica that everyone was playing. But like obviously
yeah.
Subnautica is in the sea. You've got to go around and discover all the different fish and all that kind of thing.
Yes, but less exploration and crafting and more just mystery solving. It's literally you're just solving a mystery and finding like things along the way. It's hard to explain. It sounds really boring and stupid,
No,
but
it doesn't.
it's actually the soundtrack is amazing. The dialogue is amazing. The visuals are slightly cartoonish, but the fidelity of the graphics is fantastic. It's like, man, the core concept of the game is, I think, great. And I just was waiting for it to go on sale because it was like $15 and there's just not a whole lot of replayability. It's one of those games where you kind of go back and play through it once every couple of years or something. Let's say it's like a boring rainy day and you don't feel like streaming or something. And you just kind of go back and play through it again. And you're just like, oh, I remember this part. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of like how I played through Soma because I wanted to forget about the Grey Hill incident. So I ended up just going all the way through the night streaming.
It's
the
all
whole
your
entire
fault,
game.
G.
Yeah,
It's all
G.
your fault, G. You should be ashamed of yourself.
It's not. I'm not blaming G. Out of
He
the
is
bad
secretly in
experience, no.
secretly behind his eyes.
Out of the bad experience, I got a good experience with a good game that's well
I am
designed and well thought
secretly
out.
the developer.
Oh, geez.
He wouldn't have been saying this if he'd played it for 2 hours, would he?
No.
Couldn't get a fucking refund. Gee, you owe me $25, man.
God, I hate this game.
Yeah, right. If I couldn't get a refund, I'd be pissed.
Another set of games I liked was the Rainbow Six
Oh, yeah.
from Tom
Swangin'.
Clancy.
Yeah, Splinter Cell. Tom Clancy. A lot of the Tom Clancy games are
Splinter
fucking
Cell
unreal.
was
Splinter
good.
Cell was fucking
Yeah.
brilliant.
Michael Ironside done the voice character in it.
I'll tell you another massive game, right, that often gets fucking forgotten about, right? And it totally revolutionized online play, right? Team deathmatch style was Unreal Tournament.
Oh, God, yeah.
Fucking brilliant game.
Yeah.
And Halo.
Halo, yeah?
I would say Halo's actually on par with Wipeout for me. It's my favourite.
Another one I liked.
Halo 3, I'd have said more.
Another
Halo
one I
3
liked.
was brilliant for online.
Another one I liked was Army of Two.
Yeah, I love those games.
I never played them.
They were brilliant. They were.
Yeah.
Liz is in there with House of the Dead.
Yeah, House of the Dead. Yeah.
What an arcade game that was.
Yeah, no, if I remember rightly, Army of Two was one of the first games where you could actually customize your entire character.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
Was House of the Dead the one where you actually had the light gun?
Yes.
Yeah, and you sat in,
Like Time
inside.
Crisis?
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. That
Time
one.
Crisis, man.
Yeah,
Time
Time
Crisis.
Crisis.
Reload,
You had to
reload.
lift the gun to reload and shit.
Yep.
Another one was Diablo.
Oh, yeah.
No, I never played that.
Love
you know,
Diablo.
I played one of the early MMO RPGs. It wasn't even called that at the time. It was just an RPG. But it was Ultima Online. That was old, dude. That was when I was in middle school, maybe. So late 90s. And you had to go do quests and stuff. And you team up with people. And it was the third person, like, what do they call that when the view is like looking down at an angle? I don't know.
Over the shoulder.
Not over the shoulder.
Holder?
God. No, there's a name for games that are like looking down at the screen. But anyways,
person.
yeah.
Mumbles.
So, what's up, Captain Mumbles? You mentioned Dino
doing,
Crisis. What about Turok for N64?
Oh my
Oh, that
god.
was awesome.
Yes. Oh my god. My buddy had an N64 and a like IRL, like actual pinball table. And I used to go over his house and have sleepovers. Oh, and he had a pool. So I used to go sleep over his house all the time and be like, can we play Turok? Please, please, please.
Turok was brilliant.
Is
We'll
that the
take
one you
turns.
had to have you had to buy the
It was dinosaurs.
a separate cartridge that
There's
you put
like
the game into?
No, not that one.
To
I
upgrade
don't
the
think
Turok
so.
you
cartridge.
didn't.
No?
Turok you didn't know. I think I know what you're thinking of. With there.
Oh no, wait a minute. It used the same
Oh, you're
chip
thinking
that
of
Star
Pokemon.
Fox. Star Fox. It used
Star
the same
Fox.
thing that Star Fox used. It was one of the first games with Star Fox where it had the upgraded graphics chip.
Mm-hmm.
Star Fox
Yeah,
didn't
no,
either,
it
I don't
came
think.
with it. It
Are
came
you not
with it.
thinking of? Are you not
You
thinking
didn't
about
have to
the
put
Star
the
Wars
cartridge
one?
into it. It was
No,
a thing
no,
that you
no.
plugged into the
Yep.
unit. Hold on, wait.
Mhm.
Hold on. Turok original packaging.
Does anyone remember Siphon Filter?
Yep.
Oh yes, class game.
No of it.
That was the one with the tasers,
I don't
wasn't
think I
it?
played it.
Like,
It was Siphon.
Wow, Turok is $127 used, but
Oh.
it comes with the original packaging.
fucking hell.
It's
So,
big
yeah,
money
it
and shit
came
like that, you know,
with-
especially
damn.
if they're sealed.
Why can't
Yeah.
I get a? Well, yeah, there's sealed ones for like
I
thousands.
shall be back in a moment.
I mean, the first ever computer game I played was Horace Goes Skiing. And that was on the ZX Spectrum.
I'm showing my age here because the first game I ever played was Defender on the original Atari.
Yeah.
And
First
then
game.
and then Jet Set Willy on the Spectrum 48K.
Yeah.
First game I ever played was probably Qbert on Commodore 64.
Jesus.
No, it was the VIC-20. Sorry.
Yeah, that was the predecessor.
Yeah, I had my dad had the VIC-20, and that was
Yeah.
it used cassettes.
Yeah.
Does,
It
does anyone
It's the same
remember?
with it was the same with Jet Set Willy. Jet Set Willy, you couldn't actually complete the game. It was bugged.
Oh no!
The ending of the game was you had to make it to the master bedroom in the mansion that you were in, but you couldn't actually gain access to the mansion. So what you had to do was load up the game, where you got the typical sounds, which was lovely, and it would take about an hour to load, but you had to like time it so that you had to look at the counter on the tape and hit it, stop it at a specific point, and
Oh
then
my
you had to
God.
go into the code, enter a specific line of code just to finish the game.
God.
It was shit, but it was a great game up until that point.
Gee, do you
Yeah.
remember the Viz computer games?
Oh, vaguely. My cousin played them.
If I doubt Nick
They
will.
were in the Amstrad though, weren't they?
I think they were. Yeah.
Because we never had the Amstrad. My dad was strictly a Commodore guy
Yeah.
until
Nick's
the
probably
consoles
never
came
heard
around.
of these games.
Nope.
Viz used to be like the Beano and Dandy for adults.
Yeah.
It was basically a comic book for adults.
I
And
hung out with one of the artists.
one of the games that they brought out, you just used to have to hammer the spacebar as fast as possible to make this geezer fart and get his head to come above the stool.
Heck, did Mumbles get
Viz
frickin-
was funny as hell, man. I just remember Spoiled Brat. It was just like one frame cartoons, and it was, what do you want for birthday, dear? For your birthday, dear? And the kid turns around and goes, twat in a brick. It's just fucking brilliant.
No idea what Steam Element or Stream Elements is doing there.
I have no idea. What about when we got our PC? I think after that it was PC. It was like a 486 or a 386, I think. Games on that, we played Lemmings. I remember Lemmings.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh no!
Uh,
I'm not being funny, Christ. I remember when Pong first came out.
Yep.
oh God.
Lemmings. The little dude
That
with
was
the
some-
sack, and he's like with
Yeah.
a pickaxe. He's like, clink.
Just somewhere up in the loft, I've still got
Oh,
that
no.
console.
Hurry
Yeah.
up and make the fucking
was
bridge.
Atari,
We're all
wasn't
falling
it,
off the
Paul?
edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Atari that was in the big wooden case.
Mm-hmm.
Once you failed the mission, you just killed the rest of them. You're like, damn it, I failed. Then you just squish them. That was horrible. And then it was like Worms. We played a lot of Worms. My dad modded the game files and put it in his own audio. So you know how they go like, watch this and stuff like that.
Mhm.
He'd put in like Simpsons sound effects. So it'd be like, don't. It was great. We had just hours of fun playing that. That was like pre-internet days. Is wild. Remember the
Yeah.
pre-internet days?
Mm-hmm.
When
Yep.
you actually played games with your family, like in the same room. Nowadays, there's 3
Yeah.
consoles in the house, and everyone's in their own separate place.
I know. And then they're releasing games now, and they're saying now you can play couch co-op.
Yeah, it's couch
Like
co-op.
it's a new
like,
thing.
You
Yeah.
mean like original co-op?
Yeah. original
Yeah.
co-op.
Dude, I used to bring my Xbox 360 over to my friend's house, and we used to get the TV from the spare bedroom from his house
Oh, the
and
old
bring it into
light-up
his.
table.
Yeah, no. It was.
Yeah, I bet the TV weighed a fucking ton as well.
Oh god,
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
when,
it was-
once you turn it on, it goes.
Jesus.
CRTs.
But we used to play zombies together and like just hang out and play zombies on 2 different TVs in the same room, and that was
God,
fun.
What, COD zombies?
Like an original LAN party. Yeah, World at War Zombies.
I remember when I
Fucking hell.
first started
Yeah.
working, I got my first wage check and I went straight down to Dixon's, it was. Right. And the first thing I bought myself was one of them big bastard rear projection TV things.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Village. I remember the days where you couldn't save games, never mind pre-internet.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Yeah, I can do that. And I
Yeah,
tried
you
to
had
introduce
play it
that to
all
the
way
kids.
through.
I tried to introduce that to the kids, right? Because you hear them kicking off and rage quitting over games and that, but then starting back from where they left off. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I try to tell them, you never even used to be able to save games.
Like,
So I
what?
don't know what you're kicking
Get
off
out of
for.
here.
Of course, you used to be able. So you used to have to play a game all the way through. So anyway, I got one of them. Do you know them Sega Mega Drive retro console things?
Oh yeah.
Stuck Reese on Sonic the Hedgehog, didn't I? Yeah, that was a rage quit. That was a fucking rage quit. He
Dude, I
died.
loved
It was
Sonic.
like he died, and obviously he got like, I think he got really far up. Is it like where there's, it's like an electric place and it's all rainbow and shit?
Mm.
He'd got to that bit, right, and he'd done really well, and then he died, and all of a sudden the Green Hills music comes back on, and he's like, "Oh fuck!"
Ugh.
What was that fucking game that was on the PlayStation 1? And you actually all you played was a dolphin.
Oh,
And you
Echo the Dolphin.
Echo.
swim around
Echo
like
the Dolphin.
music.
That was
Echo the
Mega Drive
Dolphin,
as well.
yeah.
That was Sega Mega Drive. That was
Echo
one of
the
its
Dolphin.
launch
No,
games.
that was it.
Yeah, Echo the
Yeah.
Dolphin.
It's
That was
weird as well
one of-
because a lot of people that will have played Echo won't realize that it was actually a point and click adventure game for the fucking Amiga as well.
Bloody hell.
Jeez.
You used to have to go out and save the ocean.
So, what was I gonna say? When I used to play, what game was it?
I have
Family
no
game.
idea.
I'm just trying to think of old school games. Oh, so nowadays, right? They're coming out with, they call them boomer shooters.
For fuck's sake.
What?
So the term boomer shooter refers to a game that's like similar to the original Wolfenstein 3D, like from way back in the
Like
day.
Doom and that kind of stuff.
Or like Quake or like Unreal or
Blake
stuff like
Stone.
that. Blake Stone. And it's
Blake
basically
Stone,
like intentionally pixelated. And, there's a lot of things where you have to, like, you know how Doom Eternal, right? You can't just use one gun the whole time and just shoot and shoot and shoot. You have to switch guns. You have to do this. You have to grapple. You have to do, it's a lot of fast-paced action. You have to, like, move around a lot. You can't just do it, like, stealthy and tactical. No, you have to, like, constantly be in motion. So that is kind of how they're doing these games where you constantly have to be moving and shooting and collecting items and doing this and swapping weapons. And it's like, they call it boomer shooters because it's like a retro kind of vibe to it, retro feel. And they're intentionally pixelated. There's a whole like game studio that comes out with all these games. And a lot of them are like early access or very small development teams. And, it's becoming a pretty major genre right now in the game space because there's a ton of them coming out. I mean, well, for example, it used to be called Ion Maiden, but now it's Ion Fury because they got sued. Yeah, but it's like a boomer shooter, and it uses the Duke Nukem engine. I want to say it's like the original Source engine,
Fuck yeah.
but it's so heavily modified that there's like modern lighting. There's modern lighting and there's like modern like stuff that like modern games have, but it's using a very, very, very old school engine to do it. And it's like, that's kind of the thing is like the challenge of making a new game interesting and good with a very old engine to build it off of. And there's like conventions and like big to-dos like about all these shooter games, but it's coming back, it's like these boomer shooters are like kind of making a big comeback in the game space. And I think that's kind of interesting to see especially indie titles, you know, because like sometimes indie developers can be really fucking good. One guy, two guy, three guy studios.
Man, look at Phasmo. Phasmo's got 3 developers, I think.
That's the thing.
3.
Jeez.
And that's the thing is like you can have a small studio and be a good game. It's how much effort you put into it. And how many assets you just buy off of a store and just use in your game.
Well,
rather
I'm
than
actually
making it.
I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how Silent Hill 2 the remake turns out, because that's coming out. I'm sure it's due out this year, but they haven't released a date yet. But that's a full remake from the ground up, and they've got loads of stuff coming out. The Silent Hill franchise. They've got new films, new games, new. They've got this other game coming out where it's going to be. I think it's going to be a bit Dead by Daylight-y.
Right.
So
But this Silent Hill 2 remake has been kind of passed off to like a smaller company. It's not getting made by is it Konami? Konami owns Silent Hill, don't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not getting made by Konami. Konami's just putting their name to it, and they've passed it off to other studios. I can't remember which studio it was. But it's like a smaller studio. It's still a big studio. They've made some big games, but it's like a smaller studio. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that turns out.
So Sean, as
Looking
a
forward
Silent
to
Hill,
new movies.
yeah. Well, the movies kind of sucked, but
I love the first one. Second one was a pile of
okay.
pish.
But they changed it so much, man. They changed it.
I know, but it still had the feel and
I'm
the
a
look.
purist.
The
What did
Silent
with
Hill
it?
movie,
The original
first
Silent
one,
Hill,
not
yeah.
the second one, the first one.
The second one was better than the first one.
Oh, you reckon?
Ooh.
Yeah,
I fucking
100%.
hated it.
It was more game based. If you're gonna
That's the
make
thing.
if you're gonna make a movie based on a game, you've got to make it based on the game that it's based on. It's the same with the Resident Evil franchise. They did exactly the same, and it ended up massive by pure fluke. It ended up huge by pure fluke because it was fresh. It
Well,
wasn't based on
they
the
only
games.
succeeded because Mia Pogo Stick was in them.
Yeah, but then
You know.
then what they've done is that they made they decided, oh, do you know what? We're going to make one based on the games. So they made Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, or whatever it was fucking called, right? Welcome to Raccoon City, right? But what they did was, instead of making Resident Evil 1 the film, they made Resident Evil 1 / 2 / 3 all squashed into one fucking film and fucked it. They did. They might as well have got a big fucking fist and rammed it so far up the ass of the Resident Evil movie franchise and just went, you're a puppet.
That's every video game based movie. Let's be honest. They made a Tomb Raider movie, or a couple. They're talking about a Halo movie, I want to say. Yeah.
We all had the same reaction.
The Doom movies. The Doom movies were terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy movie was dumb.
Yep.
I never saw that.
I mean,
Advent Children.
there's a
Shit.
bunch of them made by a director called Uwe Boll, who's like this German guy, and he's nuts. He literally will challenge people that he thinks slight him to boxing matches, and he just says, "You're an idiot. You don't know good movies." You know, if he gets criticized.
They are bringing another Silent Hill movie out. What were you going to say about Silent Hill before?
I was going to say, you being a Silent Hill fan, how upset were you when the demo for PT came out and then nothing ever happened because Hideo Kojima left the studio?
I was fucking devastated.
So was I, man.
Absolutely gutted, mate.
It's lost to time.
And do you know what? The massive thing about that, right, wasn't the kind of feeling of a new Silent Hill game coming out, right? It was the fact that I was massively into Walking Dead at the time as well, right? And then you're playing that fucking demo, you don't see any face, any character, no nothing, right? And then it didn't even announce that it was a Silent Hill demo. It was just called PT. Nothing. You didn't know it was Silent Hill or anything. You're walking through this house, you have a load of jump scares and all that kind of shit. Then you get through that door at the end, walks fucking Norman Reedus, right? Norman Reedus, and fucking walks off into the distance, walks past the Silent Hill sign, and it was like, wow, fuck me. It was like that was good. That should have been fucking brilliant. That. I still think as well that the remake and Silent Hill 2, right? Although Silent Hill 2 was a fucking phenomenal game, it really was. They should have remade Silent Hill 1 because Silent Hill 2 is still visually sound to this day. They should have remade Silent Hill 1.
It's one of those things, isn't it, where can you properly remake a treasured like childhood gem for a lot of people? You know,
Yeah.
it has such a place in my heart with the original. If I see them hack my memories to death with this dog shit, I will be beyond pissed with the
thing
makers
is,
of the game.
So they've remade on current gen 3 Resident Evil games, right? So they've done Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4. The only one out of them that they fucked was Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 2 was relatively good. It wasn't as good as the original, which you're never going to get. But Resident Evil 4, I would have probably said, was nigh on par, if not better than the original. It was fucking brilliant. So it is possible to remake a game if you are still happy to have large file sizes. You know, and keep the storyline, keep the original storyline, maybe add some new bits in, which they did. They cut a couple of little small bits out, which needed to be cut out. They kind of fully listened to the fans, which was fucking brilliant. It was the best thing they could have done, because I tell you now, it's one of the best remakes there's been.
I think we
Resident Evil 4.
On Silent Hill, I think the thing that got me the most was that stupid clock puzzle, the clock tower puzzle. That took us days to figure out. We searched everything. We're like, maybe we're missing something. Maybe we have to go through the town and look through the houses. We looked through every single house that was open to you to be able to go in. And I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. And they're like, oh, it's the amount of legs. And we're like, oh.
Yeah. But it was so clever. It was, honestly, the puzzles were fucking brilliant.
Yeah, they got me. It's a puzzle.
Yeah,
it's good. It's
exactly.
a good puzzle. It worked
Well,
as intended.
that's what they were supposed to do. Yeah, they were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But then again, with that franchise, as they went on, they tried to do too much with it. It's just something I've never understood about games. They start off right on the right foot, improve a little bit with the second one. The second one's phenomenal. So then what they do is, rather than leaving it phenomenal and just making new storylines and keeping the same kind of gameplay, they fucking think, oh no, I'll tell you what we're going to do. And then by the time they got to Resident Evil Downpour, it was totally broken when they released it. Can you remember that one? It came out for the Xbox 360, but it was obviously built on a really powerful PC. Xbox 360s were farting left, right, and center because they couldn't fucking play it. It was totally fucked.
One game I wish they would bring back is Guitar Hero.
That's a good point. Mike, you can actually get it for PC now.
Clone Hero.
Yeah.
No, it's exactly the same. It is. I mean, honestly, it's exactly the same game. You can get all the same soundtracks. You can get the soundtracks from all the old games. It's exactly the same.
People stream it on Twitch, Mike. You should check it out.
Okay.
Just have a look.
Rocksmith as well.
And there's one game coming out later on this year that has actually got me contemplating buying an Xbox. And I fucking hate Xboxes.
What is it?
Starfield.
There's a lot of hype behind that one.
Yeah.
I know.
Completely open.
Now, I fucking hate sci-fi.
Uh-huh.
And I fucking hate Xbox.
Wow. What's got you so hyped up, Mike?
This game is a sci-fi and it's Xbox exclusive.
That's a kick in the dick.
Is it? But is it permanently Xbox exclusive, or is it going to be?
It won't be. Come on now.
I'm sure it will be.
There are still games coming out that are Xbox exclusive. Or then again, though, Xbox exclusive now 9 times out of 10 will come out on PC, just not PlayStation. That's the thing, because obviously it's Microsoft, isn't it?
Yep.
What did I get mixed up with, Liz?
Seek Astrid.
But yeah, survival horror. It's not gonna. I don't think it's ever gonna be the way it was. Like, look at them; they're having to rehash old stories, man. Do you know what I mean? It's the only thing that disappoints me.
Starfield's
Oh,
coming
did I
out for
say Resident
PC. It's
Evil
on
Downpour?
Steam. Starfield's going to be for PC.
Is it?
Yeah, it's on Steam. Pre-purchase.
Haven't you got a decent rig
Oh,
as
what?
well, Nick? You've got a decent rig as well now, haven't you, Mike?
No.
Oh, I thought you bought a new PC.
I did, but it ain't a gaming PC.
Doesn't have a
Oh, right.
graphics card. It has the potential to have a graphics card. Possibly. Coming September 6th, 2023. Pre-purchase Starfield. $70.
On Xbox, it's September 23rd. I've just seen on my phone.
So how does it come out earlier on PC?
I have no idea.
Might be better.
Could be, or maybe a demo. It could just be a demo for like the first couple months or something. Okay. It looks ridiculous, like in a good way. It looks like Cyberpunk meets space stuff. Like
And I like the
Best
way
stuff.
where
no,
Cyberpunk meets space stuff.
I don't know.
you're not just limited to one galaxy.
That's wild. So it's kind of like No Man's Sky-ish, but probably way
Kind
better.
of, yeah. Kind of, yeah.
Is it like procedurally generated?
It's fucking huge.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks gorgeous. Here, we'll pop a link in chat then, shall we? Here, if anyone wants to have a
Hooligan
look.
Cats trying to
Boom.
wreck shit.
What else is new?
Mm.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Movie.
What time is it? It's about time we wrap things up here. Did challenges come out on Sunday or Monday?
1 a.m.
Monday.
our time.
So in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Right on. So what are you guys streaming tonight?
Not sure yet. We're going to be streaming something, but not sure.
Okay. Well, let's get the Twitch links going in chat here. M's a moderator. She can post your links, and I'll try to fill in the rest if she's not quick enough. Let's see. Twitch. So make sure, if you guys aren't already following these guys, to follow them on Twitch. Zombies.
Did you say you're streaming tonight, Sean?
You are?
Did you say that you're streaming tonight?
Yeah. Going to be streaming something. Not sure yet. What yet?
Evil Mike.
There's Grizz.
Mike,
Let's go.
Mike's just checking his PayPal.
Yes, and I know what he's doing.
I do need to buy some more bits, actually.
Unable to do.
Oh, look at that. Mo has, pre-stream music. That's amazing.
I can't believe that one where I caught
Can
you
do
out.
now as well.
Oh, do you?
That one where I caught you out, Grizz, at the end of Mortuary Assistant last time.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was
I
fucking
think the
cool.
first time I was on Mortuary Assistant, you did because I think when I first put my soundboard on when I was playing Mortuary Assistant.
Yeah.
And you got me big style on there. Been trying to persuade Mo to play Mortuary Assistant. But he's frightened. He's frightened.
What?
I am. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys all just
It's just like
Mainly
working it out as well.
do
What to do
horror
on it.
games.
You are?
It's just like working out what to do on it.
You guys
What
all
did you
play
say,
all
Nick?
these horror games. You guys play all these horror games, and you don't want to play the Mortuary Assistant?
I played it. I've played it loads of
I
times.
know you, but Mo, you don't want to play Mortuary Assistant with your friends? Come on, man.
It's solo.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
solo
is it?
game.
That's what's putting
Yeah.
him off, man.
Oh, that's no fun. I like.
It fucking, mate, it's
Scary
brilliant.
Yeah, it's for the people watching.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like. Yeah. That's
I'll
why I
have to
like
get it.
Phasmo, because you can play it with a team of people, and
The thing is, it's going to be worse for me as well because I'll have to be concentrating like fuck, trying to work out what I've got to do step by step, and that's when it's going to get me, innit?
Yeah.
When you're deep in concentration, then you get a fucking jump scare. It's fucking horrible. It's
It's really
horrible,
bad.
horrible.
Why do you think I always wait until I can see on your face that you're concentrating?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he stays
Every
quiet
time.
in chat. Doesn't say a fucking word. He's
No.
a fucking nightmare. He doesn't say a fucking word that he's in chat, right? and then all of a sudden you'll just go like that. Fucking hell! Hi, Mike.
Mike the Bit Ninja.
Fucking hell.
I wish you could make custom roles on your Twitch channels where it's just like Mike the Bit Ninja. Yeah, here he comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Got him.
Fucking horrendous.
He's like the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects a Spanish
I'll have
Inquisition.
to play it.
So
I'll have to get it and play it.
I'm sure everyone watching now will be in bed by the time I go live, but I am planning on playing some Ready or Not later on tonight with Demo and Christian.
I want a company to bring out a really sick and twisted horror game.
I think they've tried it before. This is the issue. I think they've tried to do that before, and the games have ended up either getting banned or they've just totally flopped because people can't cope with them.
Like Thrill Kill, that game from years ago.
Oh God!
Like, I've got to be honest, the mortuary assistant is very fucking dark, though, mate.
You know what, Mike?
Very dark.
Mike, speaking to that topic, there has been games based on Evil Dead and the Friday the 13th, but they've both flopped because of the rights to the movies. So Friday the 13th was a great game. However, no one could actually acquire the proper rights to it, and the developer didn't bother to begin with. They thought they had the rights to it, but in fact, it turns out the copyright was held by the like family of one of the other people that worked on the movie, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they weren't allowed to develop the game any further after they came out with what they did. So that there is a game out, but it's just stuck.
It's dead now. It's dead now. They've closed the servers down.
Oh yeah, so that's a bummer.
Yeah, it was only, I think it was not last week, the week before, they closed all the servers on the Friday the 13th game.
Ooh, that's rough. It'd be funny if they did it on Friday the 13th. But then same thing with Evil Dead is like they just couldn't get the proper rights to it. And the issue a lot of these like great 80s horror franchises have is like the people that made the movie and own the copyrights to them are they're either, you know, handing the rights off to a mega corporation that won't release it to anyone. Or
I also don't think that it was just down to the Friday the 13th people why that was stopped. I think it was down to Dead by Daylight team as well.
Could be.
Because they own the rights to the Michael Myers model now as well. Where they don't own them, they've purchased them.
So that's the thing is the modeling of certain characters, you cannot have the likeness be of a certain person without their consent for it as well. So like, I know there was a GoldenEye game or a 007 game where the remake of GoldenEye was modeled with Daniel Craig instead of Pierce Brosnan. And it's like,
which was fucking ridiculous as well, mind.
It was terrible.
It had his voice as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. So like, oh man, that's just sad, you know.
But I think that was where Friday the 13th went wrong. They made the game so Dead by Daylight-y, knowing that Dead by Daylight already had Friday the 13th stuff either in the works or it was already out.
Oh right? Yeah, Mumble said. Sorry, go ahead.
Go on.
He said 007 Legends, where it was like Daniel Craig, and then they threw in old like 50s and 60s characters like
Sean Connery.
No. Oh, they did
Enemies. Odd Job.
Random Task.
I like how you got that from from they did Odd Job and Jaws.
Scaramanga, Blofeld.
Yeah. Scaramanga. Mr. Scaramanga.
Scaramanga.
Oh man, good stuff. But yeah, sorry, Sean. Didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay. I can't remember what I was saying now.
Dead by Daylight. Right. Modeled after that, blah blah blah. Anyways, it's fine. It's time we call this show. We've been on for 2 hours now.
No.
And Stevie just showed up.
Hi.
Stevie's first game was probably like what, a console generation ago? all other games are irrelevant because he didn't get to see them. They were before he was born. It's all good, Stevie. Thrill Kill. Man, that's an old one. Yeah, wow. That was a terrible game, though.
Dr.
That's
Foster's.
It's just a bad game.
Yeah.
Was that the one that got adults only rated? No, it was mature. Wait. Is it mature or adults only? I forget. There was one that was like on the cusp of becoming an adults only rated game, and they had to tone it down ever so slightly.
I know which one you're on about.
They
Yeah.
banned it. They
The one with
banned
the
Thrill
nurse.
Kill.
There was also
That might be the one. It had a nurse, didn't it? Was it a nurse
Yeah.
on it? Yeah.
Yeah.
there was
PS1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
what was the one where you played a prisoner and like your handlers or whatever forced you to like taking people out in like horrible ways and filmed it and all that?
Manhunt.
Manhunt.
Stevie, a Nintendo DS is not a Game Boy.
I had a Game Boy. Pokemon Red and Blue. If you don't know, if
Oh
you
my
weren't
God.
born when Pokemon Red came out, then you're too young. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Stevie would have been alive then. Stevie
Really?
would have been born then. Yeah, of course.
There we go. Mumbles mentioned Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah.
And the
Those
land
games.
of the lounge lizards.
Yep. I was just saying
Brilliant.
earlier on, nobody's
Leisure
picked
Suit-
Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure
Yeah.
Suit Larry goes looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yep.
Fucking brilliant games, them.
Let's see. Let's just list off games
That
that
was
we
Sierra.
love.
Sierra.
Sierra,
Leisure,
yeah.
Leisure Suit Larry, Space Quest, Police Quest, King's Quest.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
I think
Carmageddon,
that was
Twisted
their-
Metal.
That was
Remember-
one of their very first games. Leisure
Another-
Suit Larry.
Another favorite game of mine that was originally an arcade game was Hydro Thunder, and I bought my PlayStation. The first game I bought was Hydro Thunder. I love that game. Not as great on the PlayStation as it was on the arcade, though.
Have you got a clip more or not? No.
No,
Got
come
the
on
video saved, but I haven't ripped the audio off it.
now. Ooh. Okay.
So that'll be for next
clip
week.
soon. Hashtag soon.
That'll be next week.
All right. When's your stream schedule this week, boys?
Do we have a schedule?
No, do we fuck?
You just go, that's what I like about Twitch, mate. You just go live whenever you can, and you know what I mean. It's there's no drama. It's great.
Fair enough. I've been trying to stick to a fairly consistent schedule, and it's actually been working out for me. So I'm going to be going live a little bit tonight, tomorrow, pretty much all day for me, Wednesday and
You need to
Friday.
get some proper fucking jump scares on your soundboard, Nick.
I stuck to Phasmo sounds.
The ones you've got are shit.
I got
Yeah,
sick of the metal
he took
pipes.
the good ones
I
off.
had to
Nick-
fucking up the
Nick,
ante
Mike,
'cause I'm-
Mike likes to feel the poo come out.
he does.
Oh man, I maybe will add some for bit tier, but not for channel point
Oh,
tier.
come on, man! You gotta have some jump scares.
The jump,
You gotta
the,
put. You gotta
the
fucking poo your
soundboard
pants
that
a little
you
bit.
have
Like.
got, Nick. I mean, even a millennial snowflake would have a better soundboard than that.
Wow.
Mm.
Do you remember the beginning of the stream when you going on about my glasses, Nick?
Mhm.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, mate.
Well, I don't play to get scared. It's not even a scary game anymore. I don't really get scared anymore. I'm just like, okay, yep, smudge, run, get out of there, do this, yep. It's more routine. I
It's
mean,
when you've got people in chat that play the jump scares, that
no, I
makes
just
it
got,
more frightening.
I have heard about 50,000 metal pipes fall in my ears, and I'm sick of that one.
Yeah, you need scary
Really?
ones.
I need
Me
some
and
fresh.
Puddle.
I need some fresh content. I don't know what to put. And like, there's a billion sound effects on that soundboard, and it's so hard to find them because people don't name them properly, and you can't search for things properly.
Just add blurb to it.
What's blurp?
Yeah, blurp is good.
The hell's blurp?
It's a
It's a
soundboard
soundboard.
It
thing.
makes the viewer put the hard work of the finding of the fucking sounds in.
Yeah.
Really? Oh man!
It's
All
like
right.
So Blurb is exactly like sound alerts, except the full catalog is available to
Oh,
the viewer.
Yeah, so you can
Okay.
search
I've got
for
it on
whatever
now
you
as
want
well.
to play.
well,
And it's
shit.
a lot fucking cheaper.
I get how
Yeah.
it is. I see how it is. The A team doesn't pass down the knowledge to the B squad. Whatever.
No, it's just you don't want to be scared.
Yeah, come on, Nick. Get it.
I'll get blurb. I mean, shit. If I don't have to do the work, I hate doing the work. That's the worst part. I have to sit there
The
for an
fucking-
hour just listening to the sounds, and I'm like, nah, it's not quite good enough.
I was just about to get that violin out there where Nick said the A team doesn't pass the B team any information. You know that little tiny violin that you play with two fingers like that? Fucking hell.
Jeez. I still don't want it, like in my normal streams, to have sound effects. I'm still going to
just
disable it
turn
when I'm
them
not
off.
playing Phasmo. I know.
What I am going to do is I am going to have to turn the sound alerts off when I'm doing the Apocalypse Challenge. Because the
Oh,
Apocalypse
okay.
Challenge
This
is
guy doesn't
really
want to get
fucking
scared. Wah, wah, my name's Grizz. I don't want to be scared. Wah.
hard. Honestly, mate, once I've done the Apocalypse Challenge, that's fine. But I also won't try and do the Apocalypse Challenge while I'm not live. Because I want people to see me do it.
Mm.
Fair, I guess. Is it just a solo thing you're doing?
Yeah, the Apocalypse Challenge. So what you've got to do is you've got to turn the multipliers up to 15 times.
Oh my
So
god.
basically on the
Yeah.
custom difficulties, you've got to turn everything to its hardest.
Nope.
Right, so your speed, your movement speed goes down. You've got no evidence, pretty much zero ghost interaction. The ghost speed's up by 50%, and your speed's down by 50%. There's loads of honestly, it's horrendous. There's no lights.
Look, I'm a casual
the
Phasmo
break
player.
is
You're a
broken.
pro.
Yeah,
I
you
have
can't
to
Bro,
agree
I am
with-
far from a pro.
You can't
I
run.
have to
agree with
just
Liz.
walk, can't you?
I'm
You
agreeing
can't
with Liz
sprint.
here. A-team are too busy hunting ghosts.
Yeah.
You're too busy trying to get Nick to play the fucking game because he's too busy playing games that he hates.
I don't want to
They're like
play
fucking
like,
Warzone.
Well, I don't want to be a Phasmo channel, okay? I'm a variety streamer. I play anything and everything. Go look at my recently played games. I play everything. I played House Flipper. I played PC Builder. I played the Power Washer. I played
Jack off games.
Jackbox. I play freaking SWAT Sims. I do all sorts of shit, man. I'm not a Phasmo channel. Grizz has set his channel up so that he's like
You don't need to stream
horror
it.
and
though.
spooky and this and that. What do you mean? What's the point of playing games if you're not going to stream it to other people?
Fun?
I don't play games for fun. Come on now.
Waddle
Come on now.
Come on now.
What?
I play
What
games
is
to
this
stream.
thing?
Games stopped being fun when I was like 13.
It's weird.
What?
I've got to be honest. I totally agree with you. I've got to the point now where I very rarely play games on my own offline.
Mm-hmm. Once you
I
start
just
doing
don't do
Twitch,
it.
you're like, well, I might as well stream it. What am I doing?
Yeah,
I am painting a wall behind me. Stream it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a topic for a whole other show.
I'm hosing down a car.
No,
Stream
you
it.
know what? I will. Sometimes I just won't be motivated to play. Let's say like Sunday night or something. It's like real late or something. Where I'm like, it's stupid to start a stream right now. It's like
The
midnight.
only game that I would ever stream that isn't really horror related, but you're not allowed to stream it because it's naughty, is genital jousting.
What?
Yes,
Genital
jousting
Honestly,
is an
what
amazing
a fucking
game.
hilarious game.
What
Oh
that is.
yeah,
That sounds like a Des game.
After the show,
Oh, yeah, he'd
I'll
love
show
it.
you. I'll
Yeah,
show
yeah,
you
yeah.
more.
yeah. All right, we're gonna call it there. These guys got to go stream something, probably Phasmo. And I got to teach Sean something. What was it? Something about stream elements or something? What was it? I can't even remember. I was supposed to teach you something.
Can't remember.
Oh, the stream deck.
Stream
Yes.
Deck.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta go show on that, and I will see you guys all later. Thank you to the lovely moderators for being here, keeping everyone safe, except for stream elements. I don't know why you freaking time mumbles out for no reason, but whatever.
Eat shit, stream elements.
Hey, it can be good sometimes, but thank you to everyone for being here. I was happy to do a show today because we haven't been on it in a few weeks, and hopefully we'll be on at some point.
We got over 24 hours notice as well.
I know. Can you believe it? Well, I'll tell you, I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. I don't even know what's going on next week because I got some stuff coming up. But that's it from us. Thank you to the sponsor, CC Coils. Make sure you get your coils. Use the code Who Needs Underpants for 25% off your coiling needs. And of course, the lovely Jane, aka Shy Tots and Natural Skincare. Get yourself some face scrub or some beard oil. 20% off. Use the code What's Your Favorite Cheese? And also some award-winning e-liquid as well. That's it for me. I'm going to pass it over to our guest, Big G.
Bye. Bye.
Go follow and subscribe to G. He did the music for the intro and the outro. We didn't even talk about that. But yeah.
One man stands on YouTube, Spotify, all the major listening platforms, and Instagram as well.
There you go. Give him a follow.
There you go.
Working on new stuff and lots of covers.
And he's doing ASMR now.
And soon to be streaming, hopefully, if the internet gets sorted.
What?
There you go.
Well,
that's a little teaser for you for my ASMR. There you go.
See, look, his voice is that low. His mic doesn't pick it up.
I know.
Fucking 280 quid this fucking thing cost me. It's a piece of shit.
It's Zoom. That's a Zoom thing. It's a noise suppression built into
Here's
Zoom.
a little teaser for you.
I just picture him going, bah.
Oh yeah, thanks Em. Thanks Em. I forgot about that. I've got a Discord.
Jenny's in there as well.
Oh yeah, don't forget Discord. Speaking of Discord, we're probably going to be streaming through Discord pretty soon, but we'll talk about that after the show because my Zoom, I'm not re-upping on Zoom. Anyways, Sean,
what?
Got anything to say?
Don't know. Smelly sausage.
You ran out of words for the day?
Yeah. No, yeah, thanks very much for everyone in chat. Spanish for keeping us safe and all that jazz. I'll be probably live in about 20 minutes over on Zombies in my channel. I think the link was put in before.
Well, his stream will start in 20 minutes.
And Liz.
His stream will start in 20 minutes. He'll be live in an hour and a half.
No. I can't do that when I'm streaming as a team. It's not fair on everyone else. I have to be punctual.
Team.
What?
But other than that, always remember people, fuck shit and monkey tits. Big love. Bye.
I have a countdown on mine. I have no choice. Mo?
Yep. Thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight, to the mods and the sponsors and all that jazz. Thank you to G for coming on. And yeah.
Peace out, players.
Peace out, players.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bono.
Fucking
Yeah.
it's been a good show tonight. Some good shit. But I'm fucking shattered. But there we are. Yeah, thank you to everyone for tuning in. As like I said, and we'll see you whenever. Is it next week? Probably. Fuck knows.
We'll let you know. We'll update you
let you
during
know
the
an hour
week.
before we start.
I'll give everyone else 24 hours notice next time.
I'm only kidding. Yeah, thanks everyone, and I'll see you next show.
Next show.
Yes. Bye,
Mike.
Bye.
Classic Mike. We
See
love
you
you.
all next time.
Oh, wow. We got a couple more words out of him that time. Yay. All right, guys. See you later. Don't forget. Piss flaps.
Piss what?
Yes. Cock juggling chamber.